All right, everyone. March 13, 2013, 3/13/13. This is live.
The figure you'll be seeing again is not the new Pope, but the Cardinal making the announcement. We will be silent for all of this except for the first members of our broadcast team to shout out the name as translated from Latin as soon as we are sure who it is. So we will...
Will it be Peter the Roman, Petrus Romanus? We're going to find out in just a few minutes. This is live coverage, live stream. The doors are getting ready to open. All right, here we go, friends. I know you're on the edge of your seat.
Annuncio vobis, gaudium magnum. Simum ac reverentissimum Dominum Georgium Marium, Sancte Romani Ecclesiae Cardinalem Bergoglio. Qui sibi nomen imposuit Franciscum.
Francisco.
Your Eminence?
I know him very well, and I like him very much. And we
What's his name for those of us who missed it?
Cardinal Bergoglio.
Yes.
He's the Cardinal Archbishop in Argentina, and he is a wonderful man. I think he's about 70 years old. And
Bergoglio.
I think you might be interested to know, Brian, that
Jorge Mario Bergoglio.
I sent him a couple of the Metropolitan Opera recordings. He's a great follower of our opera here in New York, and I always say, when are you going to come and stay with me and we'll see something here in New York? He's a wonderful gentleman, and did you notice the name is Francis? I don't know if there's ever been a Francis. That will be Francis the First. And he is the Cardinal Archbishop Buenos Aires, and I'm very happy to say he was very helpful to me when I had the Synod of 2001.
We're going to have to see what name, but he chooses. It's not Bertoni,
a few days,
and it is not Peter Turk.
Cardinal Sedano appointed him to take my place to finish out the Synod. And I know him very well. I like him very much. And I think that you're going to have a marvelous father, a very fine theologian, and a great leader. And I tell you truthfully, Brian, I could not be more delighted.
Well, that's a very quick review.
Have the prophecies of Malachi come to a screeching halt?
Why will we go? George, your initial reaction?
We don't know yet.
Met Cardinal Bergoglio in May last year, Brian. We spent an hour together in Buenos Aires, had a wide-ranging conversation about the church in Latin America. He is very much a man of the new evangelization. We talked about the necessity of the church in Latin America and indeed throughout the world becoming a missionary church again. He's played
Cardinal
a significant role
Mario Bergoglio.
Shift in self-understanding in the Latin American church. He's a very brave man. He was in a really tough situation with the Kirchner government in Argentina, faced that bravely. He'll be a great defender of religious freedom around the world. He's the first pope who is a member of the Society of Jesus, a Jesuit. So there's another
Jesuit
for us tonight. He's a strong man, a man who has Cardinal Egan was talking about someone who can put up with criticism. Cardinal Bergoglio put up with a lot of criticism from his brother Jesuits for many years, so he's strong that way. He was, of course, the runner-up the last time, a man who had drawn a lot of respect in the previous conclave. So the papacy has moved to the New World, and the church has a new pope with a new name, Francis I. I think speaks to the church's commitment to the poor of the world, to compassion.
All right, he has chosen the name Francis the First.
Latin America has indeed its first pope. According to our briefing materials here, the new pope, Pope Francis, is 76 years of age. It is interesting that in one of the briefing notes from an analyst that I have in front of me, part of what we've been preparing for days on all eventualities, I'm reading the sentence, he is now probably too old to again be a serious contender for the papacy.
All right, everyone, there you have it. Pope Francis the First, Jorge Mario Bergoglio,
talks about his
nationalities from Argentina.
It even mentions his diploma in chemistry.
I do not see any connection with Petrus Romanus or Peter the Roman.
Occupation can get.
Leave me comments. Have the prophecies of Malachi come to a screeching halt? Once again, live coverage.
George Weigel just said.
I broke it live. First one to break it live when the white smoke came from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel.
Reports of his role.
The new pope is Francis the First
in the 1970s.
Jorge Mario
spoke to that. Also, his bearing of
from Argentina,
growing up in the political atmosphere he grew up in.
Not
and
Bertoni
here joined
and
by
not
the
Peter
Archbishop Emeritus of New York, Cardinal Egan.
There you have it.
Who was the first to
leave me comments, everyone.
To the name of his